This is All India Radio, the song Jana Gana Mana and the Andhra Connection. In our weekly English program, today we bring you a talk by Professor K.S.S. Sheshan on this theme, the song Jana Gana Mana and its Andhra Connection.
Jana Gana Mana Dinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata.
Audiences stand up reverentially as the very first strains of Indian national anthem Jana Gana Mana waft through the air at the conclusion of any public function or program. But not many would know that its melodious tunes, which are commonly followed all over the country today, were composed in Madanapalli, a discrete town in Andhra Pradesh.
Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Vanga.
The poem was written by Ravindranath Tagore as early as 1911 and was sung at the annual session of Indian National Congress at Calcutta on December 27 that year. But it was at Besant Theosophical College in Madanapalli, where Tagore stayed for a few days in February 1919, that the now familiar tunes were set. It was Margaret Cousins, the wife of noted educationalist James Henry Cousins, who composed the tunes for Jana Gana Mana. James Cousins was then the principal of the Madanapalli College that was established by Dr. Besant. Dr. Besant had a great liking for Madanapalli, for it was the birthplace of the famous philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti, her adopted son. Tagore was on a tour of South India and was much tired when he reached Bangalore in the last week of February 1919. On the advice of C.F. Andrews, he decided to rest at the Theosophical College in Madanapalli, about 120 kilometers southeast of Bangalore. Surrounded by a chain of rugged granite hills on all sides, Madanapalli, nestled in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh, besides its scenic beauty and lush green vegetation, is also known for its cool and salubrious climate. This place is renowned for its healthy, dry weather, unmatched anywhere in the state. Madanapalli, for its enchanting climate, has been variously hailed as the poor man's Ooty, common man's Kashmir, pensioner's paradise, etc. It was the summer resort for the European officials from the very early British rule. Sir Thomas Munro, the first principal collector of the ceded districts, built a bungalow here in 1800 and lived during summer months every year. Since then, Madanapalli became the summer resort of every collector of Kadapa, the district to which Madanapalli then belonged. It was in 1911, when Chittoor district was formed, that Madanapalli became a part of the new district. Horsley Hills, situated about 25 kilometers from here, is now the official summer resort of the Governor of Andhra Pradesh. The well-known Rishi Valley School, run by the Krishnamurti Foundation India, KFI, is located few kilometers away. The Union Mission Tuberculosis Sanatorium, UMTS, once hailed as one of the best sanatoria in the world, now called as Arogyavaram Medical Center, is located in the outskirts of the town. Madanapalli is the birthplace of Jiddu Krishnamurti, and therefore the town became a must place of visit to many a theosophist world over. It was again in Madanapalli that Reverend William Chamberlain started in 1889 the Christian Endeavour Society for the first time in the country. It is interesting to note that the BCG vaccination for the first time for the entire South Asia was inaugurated here in 1948 by the then Union Health Minister Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. It was Dr. Cousins who conferred the title Kavi Kokila on Duburi Ramireddy, a noted Telugu poet of that time. It was Margaret Cousins who founded the All India Women Association, the first ever organization exclusively for women in India, and she was its first president. Tagore reached Madanapalli Road Station by train in an exclusive compartment on the evening of 25th February 1919. He was received at the station by the Cousins couple. Tagore stayed in a cottage in the college premises, now called as Tagore Cottage. Rabindranath Tagore's stay in Madanapalli College became momentous because this song Jana Gana Mana was given the melody of the musical tunes with which it is now sung all over the country. Till then, the song never had a uniform tune. People were singing it as they liked in varied ways with great regional variations. Then Ravindranath Tagore himself asked if he might sing one of his poems. Little did the audience expect that they were to hear a poem rendered by Tagore himself.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Dravida Yuskala Banga. Writing about how the song was first heard by them as sung by Tagore, Dr. Cousins had recounted thus, I quote, "In a voice surprisingly light for so large a man, he sang something like a piece of geography giving a list of countries, mountains and rivers, and in a second verse a list of the religions in India. The refrain to the first verse made us pick up our ears. The refrain to the second verse made us clear our throats. We asked for it again and again, and before long we were all singing it with gusto. Jaya Hai, Jaya Hai, Jaya Hai, Jaya 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 Hai. Victory, victory, victory to thee." I unquote. Tagore explained the nuances of the poem and indicated broadly the swara for the song. With the help of her girl students of the college, for whom she taught music, Mrs. Cousins worked on the tunes for Jana Gana Mana. She carefully studied the meaning of each line of the song and composed the musical notes. When she was ready with the final version of her composition, she spoke to Gurudev and briefed him on the swara she composed. Thus, the poet had approved the tunes, making it as the final form of his popular song, Jana Gana Mana. It was during his stay in the college that Tagore also translated Jana Gana Mana into English. For few days, early in the mornings, basking in the winter sun, Tagore sat on a stone slab under the gulmohar tree in front of his cottage and went over his Bengali song Jana Gana Mana line by line, finding the equivalent words in English. He wrote in his own beautiful handwriting and named it as the Morning Song of India. At the bottom of the translated version, he signed his name, dated it as 28th February 1919 and presented it to Dr. James Cousins. Later, when the college was in financial crisis due to the withdrawal of grants by the government of Madras, consequent to the participation of the faculty and students of the college in the Home Rule agitation started by Dr. Besant, the Morning Song of India document in Tagore's handwriting was sold to an American art collector for a fabulous but undisclosed price. The money thus collected was added to the college fund. However, a photocopy of it was made before the original left the country forever. This copy is preserved in the Madanapalli Theosophical College even now.